And we're back now with psychological illusionist Derren Brown, whose Netflix special, The Push, questions how easily we can be manipulated and how far you could push somebody to go. We decided to put some of our unsuspected audience members to the test this morning. Derren calls this the Bell test. Let's see how our audience did.
Okay, so these three people on the left are actors. They know to sit down and stand up every time they hear the bell. And we're going to send in our first person, who will be given no instruction at all other than just to fill out their survey, and will be placed next to the other three. Oh, no, she's sat down. That's not good. Nope, I think we can take our first person back out. Here we go, it's our next lady. And now press the bell. The actors will sit down. And she follows suit. Again. Perfect. Great, she's great. So now we'll get the next person in. And up. Nice. They must feel like they've missed an instruction, like the others have been told what to do and they haven't. Next. And sit. It's going to be inconvenient for her to stand, so we'll see. And up. Excellent. So now we're going to remove the three actors, leaving us with a line of these four ladies who have been given no instruction to stand or sit down with the bell. And we'll see if they're still now doing it on their own. There you go. The woman at the end not happy. This is pure social compliance. Can't it just keep going like this, really? She has rebelled. She has rebelled. She's stood up against the system. Good for her.
That was awesome, Derren. That was amazing. All right, so ladies, let's talk about Cynthia. Cynthia, we have to start with you. Got a little sick of that bell at the end there.
Yes, I did. I sure did. I said, screw the bell.
Was there any thought in any of your heads while you're doing that, like, why are we doing this?
Yeah, I thought that. I was like confused of how people were sitting down and standing. I'm like, can I just sit down and write this survey, please?
Yeah, like, what's the problem? But now that's Terry. Yeah. So what was your thought? Because you walked out. You didn't do it.
I thought they were no, I was
You didn't walk out, but you
out.
didn't comply.
Yeah, I just sat. I was like, we're having to write this.
Like, what's wrong with these people over here?
I
They're members of my
asked the
staff.
lady next to me, I said, do we have to stand? She just went.
Figure it out.
So I just sat down.
So why? Why did they stand and sit? Why?
I think our fear of not fitting in is just such a big part of life. There's a great experiment where you can have the plants in the room give very obviously a wrong answer, and then the one real person will join in with the wrong answer, even though it's blatantly wrong, just because you want to fit in, which is essentially what this is. So congratulations, was it Cynthia, for just
right, you found
standing up at the end there. Yeah,
you know, but they say that this is a dynamic even in trouble situations, you know, where like someone's getting harassed or bullied outside of the subway or something, and to ask one person to stand up and separate from the group to stop it is extra hard, even though it may be a very good person, because you're asking them in a group of strangers to behave differently than the group.
Yes, just to stand up. We've done an experiment before with smoke coming in under a door, and again, and everybody's in on it apart from one person. And will that one person stand up and try and stop, you know, say, look, there's an emergency, there's clearly a fire, if no one does anything? And people don't. They don't do it. I think the answer is to develop a kind of, a sort of a hero mentality that's just something that we need to have in the back of our minds, so we're kind of aware that this goes on. That's all it is. It's why I do shows like this, just to have a knowledge that this is the norm, this is how things generally are, and to have that little thing at the back of your mind where you've sort of mentally rehearsed the idea of stepping up to it, so that when it does happen, it isn't so scary, and you kind of know, okay, this is the thing to do.
And even just to be cognizant of that our instincts are to make us like lemmings, you know, to walk along. That's what our instincts are telling us to do, and just to have that awareness. Maybe I'm going to check that. Maybe understanding this is my nature, I'll choose something else. Now, you have to watch the show to see what choice Chris made, and there are a lot of surprises in the push. My jaw was like, oh my God, oh my God. So you'll see the journey. I'll leave it at that. Derren, thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, audience members, for being such good sports. The Push is available right now on Netflix.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.